Hi, welcome to Cubs and Culture for June 6, 2018. The Cubs won tonight over the Phillies 7 5. You could probably run this game 10,000 times, and this series of events would not occur like it did. Anyway, so the Cubs had two relievers, Morrow, who's the closer, and Cishek, who's used as a fireman, have the longest, which is Morrow, and the third longest active inning streak by pitchers without giving up a home run. Morrow was at 71 innings. Cishek was at like 61. So that's like 200 plate appearances and 150 plate appearances without giving a home run. Both of them are really, really good. Even after tonight, their numbers are perfectly fine. So in any case, the Phillies pitchers, debatably the pitcher having the best year in the National League. His ERA was 2.16. Anyways, the Cubs work. The Phillies starter managed to get 3 runs, which again is improbable because his ERA is 2. Then Quintana pitches a very good game until he gets a little bit of trouble in the 6th, and then Joe pulls him, which I'm fine with, and he brings in Cishek. And of course, on 2 pitches, Cishek gives up a 3-run homer, which is unbelievable that happened, because it's been so long since that happened. So that's just like regression to the mean. The Cubs do nothing for the next 3 innings. Morrow's used as on the top of the 9th. And he walks a batter, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, he gives up a home run, and it tip your hat to the batter. It was Cousin, I think is how you say the guy's name. It was his first career home run. He works a great at bat, but he barely hits it out. It was like 370 feet, which is usually caught or a double. So the Cubs 2 relievers lose their 2 of their longest home run-less streaks ever. Anyway, in the bottom of the 9th, everyone worked pretty good at bats, walks and singles and everything like that. And so anyway, Jason Hayward ends up coming up, and he's facing a left-handed pitcher, and he's a left-handed batter. Which is the Cubs decidedly don't have the platoon advantage, and Hayward is very, very bad against left-handers. He's hitting like a $130 against them, and he's barely like. I don't think before tonight he had an extra base hit against them. More to the point, when the bases are loaded in his career, he doesn't do well. He hits about 200. He tends to roll over and hit a weak ground ball. That's a double play. So it's bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. He gets to 2 strikes and 2 balls. Back and forth on the mound, everything like that. And of course, Jason Hayward hits a grand slam, and the Cubs get 4 runs, and they walk off on a grand slam by Jason Hayward, because that's exactly how you would draw it up. So it's the second best game. It's probably the most improbable game. The one back in April against the Braves was probably more improbable, context neutral. This was so bizarre. And 2 of those runs actually ended up getting charged onto a Phillies pitcher who has had 15, 16 innings without giving up runs, and he didn't walk someone until he walked Schwarber at the bottom of the 9th. So this game is like the perfect example of how, given enough time, anything will happen in baseball, and you can sort of expect regression at all points, because it's bound to happen. So it was a great game. I really enjoyed it. Cubs won 7-5. They're playing well. They're a game out from the Brewers, which is far better than the first half last year. So that's going to be it. Cubs and Culture out. See you tomorrow.